Hi, everybody. Welcome to Unapologetic Radio. And today I want to talk about something that is very, very important. So, with everything that's going on, the pandemic is trying to, I guess, open things back up. People are edging to go outside. I'm seeing a lot of large gatherings that no masks are in sight. I don't know if they heard something that we didn't hear. Is the pandemic over? I'm a little confused. But anyway, this show is about educating you tonight and just telling you what you need to know. So if you got any concert goers that's about to go enjoy a concert or two here or there, please, by all means, share my video with them. Have them sit down and watch it with you. There's going to be some good key points here. So I was looking at Stephen Allen. He's a professor of crowd safety located in the UK. And he put together 9 very important things that you should know when it comes to being safe or in a crowd, things to look out for, and stuff that you should know. So I'm going to go through each one of these 9 steps to crowd safety when you're going to concerts and you'll be out and about. The first one is keep your eyes open. Um, Always look around. Always know where your exits are at before you get comfortable. Don't just go into an area and you're like, oh, just happy to be there. No, look around and make sure that if something was to happen, you know how to get out. Very important. You should be doing that on a daily basis as well. When you go to restaurants, when you're in unfamiliar stores, any place that you go to often, any place, period, always know your exits. Very important. Number 2, leave while you can. The longer you stay, the harder it is for you to escape. The atmosphere when the crowd starts to get more crowded becomes thicker. Your oxygen becomes thinner because there are more people in that area now trying to obtain the same air that you are breathing in as well. Your body, if you're not familiar with it, may go into a panic mode, which forces people to then pass out or really have panic attacks, which are nervous breakdowns in public. So leave while you can. Later for what you're going to miss, catch it on TV. We are in 2021 now, and everything is on the internet. Just give it some time. Sometimes it doesn't always pay to be right there. So if you see an exit, leave while you can. Number 3, remain upright. No matter what you do, when you're walking, standing, always try to remain upright. If the crowd starts to thicken, please remain upright. If you have to hold on to something that is stable within your area, do that to remain upright. You do not want to fall because if you fall, it creates a domino effect, which means the crowd now all will fall, leaving you to be trampled or stomped. So please remember, 1, very important, know your exits and do not lean on anything that will allow you to lose your balance that is not sturdy, um, because you don't want to create that domino effect and be at the bottom of that pile. 4, save your breath. Remember, as I said earlier, when the crowd starts to thicken around you, the air oxygen in that area will become very thin, which is going to make it hard for you to breathe, which can send your body into shock pretty much, or an anxiety attack. So save your breath. Do not yell unless you absolutely need to yell and you are sure that someone will hear you. Do not just start screaming in panic because what you're doing is you're exhausting yourself, making yourself thirsty, dehydrated. Save your breath, okay? 5, arms at chest level. If you find your space is closing up, Put your arms up, elbows to your side, fist in front of you, guarding your neck, your mouth, and your throat. This will help prevent your elbows will begin. Your elbows will be guarding your ribs. This will help in prevention of you getting bumped by people that are bigger than you if you're tinier. Objects that might become pressed up against you as the crowd starts to get smaller. That also gives you more strength to push away to create some type of barrier or air passage. If you ever noticed if people have gotten stuck in wells and things like that, they've created a little air pocket around them so that they can breathe. Remember, you're supposed to be remaining calm and saving your breath. So, with that, your arms being up will give you just enough space and air to save that moment. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. If the crowd starts to go to the left, go to the left. If the crowd starts to go to the right, go to the right. You go with them and control your steps. That way you do not fall and create a domino effect. But it is easier to go with the crowd than to go against the crowd, because if you start to go against the crowd, you're going to use more air. So, to be safe, if the crowd starts to move, move with the crowd. Do not fight against the crowd, even if they're going in a different direction. It is more important for you to be safe and for you to have control of the situation than it is for you to go up against the grain. So, please go with the flow of the crowd. 7. Move away from barriers. This is reference little come off of what I said earlier in the first set of rules. Do not be up against a wall. Do not be in a corner. Do not be on no barrier that you know will not move, or a barrier that you cannot climb. If you cannot climb that barrier, stay away. Because when the impact comes, you will have nowhere to go. So you will basically be crushed to death. So do not stay near the barriers thinking that's a safe way. The only way it could become remotely safe is if you can get over that barrier in a quick enough time that you will not be pressed up against that barrier. So stay away from barriers. It might look like it's the cool thing to do to hang up on that barrier or to have your foot posted up or parlay and just look at the crowd. Don't do it. Stay away from barriers and things that you cannot get over. If you can't get over it, stay away from it. Number 8, understand the science of density, which means if you are in an area and you don't have room to move and nothing has happened yet, chances are you're in a very dangerous area. Know your density. If I'm in an area and I bump into one person, I'm considered safe. You're considered safe because you have room to move if something should happen. If you find yourself in a group and you guys cannot move to the left one step, to the right one step without bumping into each other, that becomes a dangerous situation. So even if you go with a group, make sure that everyone in your group has not time, but has room to move. If they don't have room to move, that's not a good situation. I don't care if you're relatives, your sisters and brothers, mother and father, at least have arm space between you. It gives you so much more, because think about it. If you have to put your hands up in that boxing position, you have more than enough room to claim as much space as you need before it gets bad. So, again, understand the density in your area. Number 9, and the last one, help each other. If you see somebody that is in distress, we are united, we can do more than we can being separated. So if the show is going good and you jumping up and down, look to your left, look to your right. Look at the people around you. If someone looks like they are in distress, help them. It is better for you to help them now before things get out of control and then you can't help them. So help each other. Remember, you're better in numbers than you are separated. So if you see somebody, Don't just look the other way. Don't say they didn't come with me. Help each other. We come to these concerts, we come to be unified. We come there because we like the same thing. So that's our unity right there of us being in the same place as the performer. So please share my video with anybody you know that's going to a concert, that is going to a show, anybody that you think this would benefit. I'd greatly appreciate it, because my channel is not just here to criticize the news and people, but it's also here to have everyone know what are our safe practices and if there's anything that we can do to make everybody a little bit better. But I'm going to vent, like I always say. This is not a venting video. This is more of an educational video, and I hope it helps someone. So please share it with everyone you know. Tell your family, friends, coworkers all about Unapologetic Radio. If you wanted to donate to help support the channel, you can cash app us at thank you 092020. I'll repeat that. Thank you 092020. Until next time, be safe, stay out of trouble, please protect yourself, and also remember, pay attention to your rules and regulations. And just because you're at a concert does not mean that you can just forget about the things that we've been doing for the last couple of years, and that is keeping our social distancing as well. That helped prevent some of this as well. So anyway, till next time, thank you so much for tuning into Unapologetic Radio. Bye bye.